We seem to have breaking news. Apparently, the FBI has found the USB thumb drive they were looking for. Mr. Bolton was reportedly hiding it under his mustache. This is apparently the same technique he used to smuggle information in and out of the State Department. Apparently, it was President Trump who alerted the FBI to make sure they checked under his mustache. He said, and I quote, "Make sure you look under that son of a bitch's mustache. I never trusted that mustache."
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a time to be alive. Somebody got to put their hands behind their back. This isn't revenge. This is accountability. I gotta repeat that? Should I repeat it out loud? They say yes, Rick. Hell yeah. Accountability. Accountability. Yes, indeed. Y'all see this beautiful picture right here? I tell you, walked them right back in there, didn't they? They gave him new shoes, new hair gel, a new suit. They rolled the red carpet out for him. They walked him right back in there. I couldn't beat their political opponent fair and square. Whoa. Couldn't do it, huh? Couldn't do it fair and square. But it says, please share this picture in response to any Democrat criticizing the James Comey indictment. This is what was done to Americans. I'm really questioning an election, something that, last I checked, isn't a crime. Comey, on the other hand, lied to Congress and obstructed justice. Serious crimes. Serious crimes. And people must be held accountable. No one is above the law, they say. That's what Democrats scream. You know? That's what the previous administration, last president, screamed. He even tweeted it multiple times that no one's above the law. You know? But yeah, we was walking on the beach last night. Yes, they say Rick was on the beach last night. I was in a one piece. Rick was in that one piece last night on the beach. And I walked across something I seen. It was like it was seashells. And I read it. I don't know who put it there, but it was there. It said, and it read, I'm gonna just tell you what, this is what I seen, y'all. It said, put your hands behind your back. That's what it said. I said, man, somebody really took the time out their day to put them seashells there. You know, hey, I seen it, y'all. I was in my one piece. They say, Rick, you wear that one piece? I had that romper on. Yeah. But call me. Yeah, buddy. Looked around and found out. But not looking good for Comey. I think, and Trump just posted, James Comey's a dirty cop. Make America great again. Just a couple of hours ago. And he's supposed to be surrendering to authorities pretty soon. I'm ready to see him walked out in handcuffs. I'm ready. I know he released a video we're going to get into pretty soon. But we also got some more breaking news as well. Just in, FBI agents found classified documents during a search of the former National Security Advisor John Bolton's Washington, D.C. office last month. The materials reportedly reference weapons of mass destruction, the United States mission to United Nations, and government strategic communications. Oh boy. Brother Mustache. Brother Mustache, what's going on? You just can't make this up. You just can't. You know? You just can't make this up. Unbelievable. But top Trump DOJ officials are pushing to criminally charge John Bolton as soon as this week. Do it. It's time. Let the criminal charges flow for Bolton, Comey. Traitors must be held accountable. So this week, you guys, whew, oh man, I'll look at these. I tell you, they ripping apart that mustache, ain't they? I tell you, boy. It says FBI sees weapons of mass destruction documents from John Bolton's office. I tell you, man, the internet is undefeated, huh? The internet is undefeated. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is going down.
Bolton's home and his private office today. The search warrant returns for the former national security advisor. We've been keeping you apprised of what the FBI has been learning from its raid of John Bolton's home and his private office today. The search warrant returns for the former national security advisor were released by a court. What did they show? That the FBI did in fact find classified documents, some marked secret, some marked confidential, in John Bolton's private office. That is a bad sign for his legal future. Could potentially lead to criminal charges of mishandling classified information. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we were reporting what was really happening, there was other media out there suggesting, oh, this is a political vendetta. It was all about the book. It's not about the book. It's actually about classified information that was in his possession in a place where it apparently was not authorized. That, according to the search warrant returns released today.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a time to be alive. Somebody got to put their hands behind their back. This is good.
America, this is your host, Kyle Becker. There has been an FBI raid on a Trump opponent, and the fallout of it is absolutely shocking. The investigators found some disgusting, secretive material, and we're going to break this down for you. But before we do, please like, share, and comment. Now, the nation is on edge after the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey. And he has been indicted by a grand jury in Virginia for lying to Congress and obstruction of justice. He could face 5 years in prison. So the Trump DOJ is starting to ratchet up its actions against Trump opponents. And this should have everyone who conspired against him and his allies on edge. And we're already seeing a widespread media freak out over it. So in the backdrop of all of this, we have new document releases. And one of them is a search warrant for President Trump's former national security advisor and now never Trumper, John Bolton. And in his office in Washington, D.C., the FBI found secret and confidential documents. The FBI is investigating Bolton for mishandling of national defense information. And according to the warrant dated August 22nd, there were travel memo documents with pages labeled secret as well as confidential regarding the U.S. mission to the United Nations. And in it was a U.S. government strategic communications plan and weapons of mass destruction. So laptops and other electronics were seized in the search. This is deadly serious. I mean, weapons of mass destruction. Holy cow. What did Bolton have in his office? And this is just another case of Trump's allies being guilty of what they're accusing him of.
Brother Mustache. Brother Mustache. Brother Mustache. We got to trim down that mustache now, sir. We got to do it. We got to trim down that mustache.
How many times have we seen this? So FBI Director James Comey, he accused Trump of being corrupt and authoritarian, but in the meanwhile, he's launching politicized investigation. I mean, who puts Peter Strzok in charge of Crossfire Hurricane? I mean, how many texts did we see from Strzok to Lisa Page talking about the insurance policy and how we can't let Trump win the election? And that was the real purpose behind this politicized case, which originated with Hillary Clinton opposition research. It doesn't get any more corrupt than that. So, did Trump have those kind of investigations against his opponents? No. That was all based on cockamamie conjecture that was based on dubious sources, as we saw in the Steele dossier. So that was a bunch of gibberish. There was nothing there. There was never any there. It was all a pretext for illegal campaign surveillance, as we saw with the 2 FISA renewals, right? So Bolton has secret and classified documents, point blank, in his possession. He wasn't a former president of the United States like Trump was in Mar-a-Lago, where he's doing business as the president of the United States with Secret Service protection, right? So he had de facto authorization to have secret documents. So that is what Trump, he was the president. He could declassify anything he wanted to just with a word. I declassify this. That is all Trump needed. I declassify this. Boom. Bolton. Hillary Clinton, of course, with her homebrew email server. James Comey, let her off the hook. Why? She's above justice because she was a top Democrat official? Was Donald Trump above so-called justice when he was facing cooked-up charges in New York? Criminal counts, felony counts with nobody's a victim. Nobody says we're a victim. Well, say New York says there's victims, hypothetically. The public, I guess, right? That's what Letitia James said. So she's facing justice too from the DOJ. They are about to indict her as well. So it looks like the Trump administration realized there has to be a reckoning, or this is going to be all completely out of balance permanently in the United States. We will have authoritarianism if the Trump administration does not hold these people accountable. That's when you'll see authoritarianism. When the Trump administration doesn't deliver justice through due process, a defense, submission of evidence, people facing a jury of their peers, for a judge in a court of law, classic concepts of which our judicial system is based on. If that doesn't happen for people with documented evidence of breaking the law, that's the road to authoritarianism. It's not prosecuting people or putting them in front of a grand jury with evidence of crimes like we see with Comey or we will see with Bolton. No, that is not dictatorial. It's not authoritarianism. It's the opposite. And these courts will be favorable, almost certainly will be favorable to Comey and Bolton, and will cut them slack. And this is a precarious moment for America. There has to be justice, or this country is washed. This country is done. You cannot have presidential administrations authorizing hoax investigations or stealing classified documents with evidence of what WMDs or classified national security information, like with Hillary Clinton, had a classified email that was compromised by foreign adversaries, most likely. You cannot have that happening and have a functional republic. So, Trump, Comey, Bolton, Letitia James coming up. What do you think about these cases? What do you think should happen to Bolton and Comey? Weigh in with your thoughts below.
Hands behind your back. This is getting good, y'all. They said be patient. And things are starting to happen. They wasn't lying. They said be patient. They said, Rick, sir, be patient. Rick, I know you've been screaming, put your hands behind your back. Just be patient. Oh, man. They done let the dog out. They let the dog out. The dog got to run. He got to take a piss. He got to take a, that dog been in that cage for so long. That dog got to use the bathroom. He got to let his nuts hang. He got to go tear something up, put his nose in something. You know what I'm saying? The dog is out. This is good.